how should organizations, I mean, of course, there's one side where we say multi-generational workforces, and you have the zillennials and the millennials also started this drive to say, hey, there needs to be a little bit more purpose in life, because they had a little bit more ability to, spend more time exploring rather than having financial pressures, etc. So the generation that is now getting more into the workforce has some of these dimensions or some of these characteristics as their life stating requirements. Now, how should organizations balance this? Because you'll have one side where there are people who are still focused on putting their best and going the traditional way, and then you're having the infusion of this different generations into the workforce. But now if should we understand that now even the larger ambit of everybody wants to have that purpose, everybody wants to make it meaningful, or is it still only this particular generation?
I don't believe it is generational.
Okay.
It's just it just starts emerging at different points in points of life for people. Correct. Earlier, if you see, people used to have 30 years, same organization, same kind of career, to maybe when someone like me started working, people were seeing these 3-4 years, 5 years in an organization. And now, if people stay for 18 months to 2 years in an organization, then we are grateful. So there is this transformation that's happening.
Correct.
If you look at it, in the earlier scheme of things, when people had 30 years of career, after 15 years or so, they started looking for meaning. They started searching for their purpose, because life stages also moved along. But they were probably looking for some of those outside of work. A few of them were trying to do search for them in work. But life has changed so much that in a 24-hour day, people end up spending over 12 hours in their work. Though we say it's 8-hour work, 9-hour work, right. It's never that nowadays. Right. And then we are also globally networked. So you're in a country, I'm in a different country, and we both are speaking. Okay. Technology has made some of these capabilities available. Right. So if you look at it, there is one aspect that I wanted to call out before I converge all of these. The other aspect is about the financial need and the need for finances in life. That itself has transformed. When my parents were working, when I was growing up, I know that they had to earn to make ends meet. When I started working, I know I have to earn to secure a future. But when my daughter is going to work, she knows she already has a secured future. So if you look at it, in Maslow's hierarchy, you may be familiar with it, the lowest of social needs, security needs, all of those, this generation would have already crossed, and then they are looking at meaning, self-esteem and everything much early on. And then you have these generations that are in 40s and 50s who are also there. Okay. So in fact, I would say that it is easier for organizations to start looking at these aspects while devising new programs and policies. On the contrary, organizations are actually looking at how do I retain paying money benefits, and then how do I have programs where I can enhance my brand. You see, there is this gap that's getting created. People wanting something, organizations giving something, and then the gap is just getting wider. So there has to be some level of focused effort, because this is a common phenomenon that's emerging quite clearly in the last couple of years at least.